Hey everybody, Ashenmore here, and get super hyped because this is the final showdown who will decide the winner of the ABA Season 3, me or Baconchest of the St. Kilda Serperiors. We've had a great season. I'd love to win, but I'm sure this guy's going to make it really hard because he's a really good battler. Unfortunately, so unfortunately, my audio did not record when I was doing the actual battle. So I'm just having to do the replay, and it makes me so super sad. But there's absolutely no way to recover it. With that said, we'll get into the battle. I made some slight changes. I didn't change any Pokemon, but I changed a couple of moves. I switched Minchao from the Rain Dance tech over to just a standard knockoff. I switched Kingdra Clear Smog to Scald. And then I took Life Orb off and put Specs on it for better KOs against pretty much everything. Once Primarina goes down, it's not being able to be resisted. And he's just going to sweep through everything. The other thing I changed was Thundurus. And instead of Nasty Plot, we decided to run Substitute. So that way if he decides to swap in Landorus, don't even have to make the prediction. We can just Substitute and then Hidden Power Ice twice. GG. It looks like for his team, he's swapped out 3 Pokemon. He got rid of Primarina, unfortunately for him. Gurum, and what was the last one? Arcanine. I'm glad to not see Arcanine because Arcanine was not a very good Pokemon against my team. I'm glad to see the Alolan Persian because I think the Alolan Persian is very good against my team, and I was wondering why I didn't bring it the first game. He's also got Celebi, which I would expect to either be... I mean, obviously it's either going to be offensive or it's going to be defense utility. Maybe defense utility? When I'm looking at his team right now, I'm not really seeing a lot of offensive pressure. So I guess we'll see. And obviously Frostlass is probably going to be your standard suicide setup guy. Just based on Frostlass, I already know what my lead Pokemon's going to be. It's going to be Minchao. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out Minchao, fully expecting to U-turn on a Frostlass. And that is exactly what I see. Frostlass, easy, we're going to U-turn. Kind of had to think about if he goes Shadow Ball, switching into Bronzong isn't going to be good. But if he doesn't go Shadow Ball, switching into Bronzong is going to be great. Because we'll be able to kill him with Gyro Ball. Not going to be able to set up rocks because of the potential for taunt. But hey, what can you do? The crit doesn't really matter there. He goes for the Spikes play and then Shadow Ball. We're going to Gyro Ball him to the grave. And we are now 1-up. I assumed he was going to switch out Alolan Persian here. And he did. I switched into Pelipper. If he was special... like Dark Pulse Alolan Persian, this would be a bad play. But most of the times I've seen him run Alolan Persian, or maybe all the times I've seen him run Alolan Persian, he's gone with the parting shot, knockoff, foul play kind of thing. So I'm hoping it's that variant. If he just goes knockoff, it's fine if we lose the Damp Rock. We got 1 use out of it. That's good enough for me. But Pelipper should be able to wall this thing and then shoot off basically a Scald hitting anything besides the Celebi for a huge chunk of damage. Alright, yep, he goes to the knockoff. And then he sends in... oh boy. He sends in the Celesteela. We got the burn. Lucky. But we did no damage. That's not right. That is very little damage. That is very little damage. That leads me to believe, based on the calculations that I did, that he was a Salt Fest. My life. Thankfully, he's missing some HP, which is good, but I'm glad I had the Electrium Z at this point on Thunder, because I believe that would still kill him. However, it can wall Kingdra, even with the specs. Gonna be dangerous. Wasn't really sure what to do about that, but just switch out and go ahead and put the bell back in, because he shouldn't be able to do anything to the bell, and I should be able to get out. I mean, he does Leech Seed, which isn't great, but I should be able to get off Stealth Rock before he kills me. I fully expect him to switch back into Persian or go for like some stupid shit. He went for the Persian, and by some stupid shit I meant like Flamethrower or Fire Blast. But as I think about it, doing this replay, Rain is up. It wouldn't be very effective. I have no idea. Obviously, he goes into the Persian. Bell has done its job. Its only other job besides putting up rocks was to wall Kyurem, and there is no Kyurem. No need. Also, no Swallow. Again, no need. So he's not at the Kingdra because he doesn't have Primarina. There is nothing he can switch in against this. Even if he switches in Celebi, I'm faster than it, and with the specs, I'm going to do a minimum of 50%, even if he's special invested. Plus rocks damage on top of that. He decides to switch into Soundwave, and we crit. And unfortunately, I'm going to say this, the crit did matter. Crit did matter. He sends out the Celebi. Because we're Scarfed, or not Scarfed, because we're Specked, we gotta switch out. Signal Beam is gonna be my method of killing this guy. Have to swap. So I'm gonna switch. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Assumed he'd go for like Stealth Rock or Leech Seed or something. Just hit knockoff. I was kind of fine with hitting knockoff there. Wise Glasses. I'm not really sure why the Wise Glasses. So my thought here was, hey, I'll just switch into Thundurus and I'll roll over this fool now. So I switch into Thundurus, and he surprises me with the old Ancient Power. Fuck. Great predict, great tech. Absolutely love it. However, Big Bird is now in range of Hidden Power Ice. I know that based on the amount of damage that he did, he got a max roll with max special attack. Even if he's max HP invested, I still kill him every single time with HP Ice. So there's no reason not to just hit that button. Hit it, and he's down. Now he also doesn't have a defog for rocks, so that's pretty good. I debated here on what to do for a second, but I don't need Thundurus anymore. I know he's going to be running Yachi Berry. There's no way he's not running Yachi Berry. So just going to click HP Ice, do a whole bunch of his HP and damage, and just move on with my life. So I go with that, and he makes this great play and goes Rock Polish. Now he's set himself up, even though he's a little bit behind, to potentially sweep the game. Unfortunately for him, I've got Mega Swampert. There's no way he can kill Mega Swampert. All I have to do is force this thing out, and I should be good to go. I'll just hit the old Ice Punch in case he switches to Celebi. Do as much damage as possible. At this point, I kinda debated, should I conserve the Swampert? Probably not. Swampert can't OHKO any of these things, so there's no real reason to save him. Just go for the Ice Punch on the off chance he does some weird stuff. Probably just use Giga Drain. Just scout that move out. Cool. Now we need to reset the Rain. So I'm going to reset the Rain. Expect him to go Psychic or Giga Drain and kill the Pelipper. He goes Psychic. I'm just going to go Hurricane because I was expecting him to just kill me. Then he uses Recover. And I realize at this point, he's just wasting my Rain turns. I cannot allow that to happen. Pelipper is too low to come back in and set Rain back up. Now, during this battle, I didn't actually know that. I thought if I switched in Pelipper, even if it died, it would still put Rain back up. But I was incredibly wrong, and I misplayed it. So here, I put Kingdra in. He uses Recover again. I've got Spec Signal Beam. This thing is dead. Doesn't matter what set it is. Now here, I should have just hit Signal Beam again. And I was going to. And then I decided I'd reset the rain. And it didn't actually work. So I set Kingdra back in, expecting it to die. Didn't quite die to the foul play because that's minimal attack. Draco Meteor got the win. I'm really glad that it didn't have to come down to Minxiao possibly missing a freaking high jump kick again. Although Minxiao could have come back in and saved the day anyway, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But woo! Even with 2 Mons left there at the end, he still gave me a good run for my money. I really, really like this guy's battling style. I like his team building. I'm really sad that he wasn't part of the original draft and that he just kind of had to work with the leftovers in the pool. I would like to see what he put together if he had just big full control from the beginning. But hey, he got second place with basically a team that was just thrown at him at the beginning of the season. I like it. Good game. Good game, Baconchest. So that's it. We won the ABA Season 3. I'm super happy to have that under my belt. I'd like to thank Gatsby, TJ, and Mini Shay for getting me back into this league. Because I really didn't want to play it, and they convinced me to do it. So I'm happy about that. I want to thank all the battlers in the league that decided to stick around and actually finish this season up. Super happy to have actually finished a season. I don't think I've actually finished a full season before, so it's pretty exciting. I guess I'll thank the GBAD League for inspiring me to actually make some Draft League videos on a YouTube channel, because really this whole thing kind of started for me when I applied and they didn't really respond to me because I didn't have a channel. I didn't have any videos. It's like, hey, I've played draft format before, but I don't actually have anything like physical to show you as far as like content. And all the people that they accepted did have content. So I was like, hey, I guess I'll try to learn how to make some content. And I've hoped that the few of you that have been following this or watching any of the videos, or maybe just the one of you, I don't know, have had some enjoyment or some entertainment or have learned something about Draft League battling. Because, I mean, I guess that's really the goal, is to make some entertaining Draft League battles. Because it's, in my opinion, it's the best format. And I'd like to keep doing it. And I hope that I can use this as a stepping stone to get into maybe even more or higher publicity leagues, I suppose, such as maybe the GBAD League or some other league, hopefully at some point. I don't know when that'll happen. Maybe it'll be soon. Maybe it'll be later. Maybe I still won't get in. Hey, whatever. But I've had a lot of fun. I loved this team. Props to Gatsby for doing most of the work to actually put this team together in the last season of the GBAD League. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Ashton Moore out.